Welcome to Bonjour Solar channel. This is Leo from Bonjour Solar. And today I'm going to give you a case of one of our clients, a case training of one of our clients. He asked me about one case, one question. He asked me why my lithium battery BMS monitor LCD shows there is 31 times OCP. Once we know about, and then one more thing is the BMS, it shows the red color for the alarm light, and then he cannot charge and discharge anymore the lithium battery. So once he asked us about this question, we asked our client for more information. First, the picture and the video of the problem. Second, we want to know what is your connection, what kind of inverter you install, and how much is the power. Third, how many pieces lithium battery 10 kilowatt hour you have installed. So once we asked him about this question, he told me he connect like this here. He connect one pieces 8 kilowatt inverter with one pieces 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery of Bonjour Solar. Okay, so once we got all this information, we know about the problem. We thought we know why there was some problem like this. So we can explain to you, because he used the 8 kilowatt inverter. So we can calculate like this, 8,000, because normally most of the lithium battery, the weighted voltage, we can count as 48 or 50, something like that. So if we count like this, the maximum current will be 166 amp. So if we connect one 8 kilowatt inverter with one pieces 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery, that means the possible maximum current will be 166 amp, right? And for most of the 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery, the BMS maximum charge and discharge current will be 100 amp. Our Bonjour Solar is the same, huh? For the 10 kilowatt hour, maximum discharge and charge current is 100 amp. So that means if the inverter is 100% loaded, that means the current is 166 amp will be over discharge the lithium battery. So once the inverter, the current is over 100 amp, the BMS of the lithium battery will protect the BMS, protect the lithium battery. That's why there is 31 times OCP. OCP, that means over current protection. So that's why there are 31 pieces of the OCP. Because our BMS is a smart BMS, so we can get all this information. Our software, our memory will show all this information. This information is very important. Once there is some problem of the lithium battery, we can check this information, check the history, so we can know what it was, what happened for the lithium battery. So once we know this problem, how can we solve this problem? Okay, from the connection, we can use the two solution to solve this problem. First, if we don't change the inverter, we still use the 8 kilowatt inverter, we can change another lithium battery. We can change like Bonjour Solar 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery, because for the Bonjour Solar 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery, the maximum discharge current is 200 amp. So there will be no problem for one inverter, 8 kilowatt, with one piece lithium battery, 50 kilowatt hour, right? No problem. Or the second solution is we can use the two pieces, 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery to parallel connection. As we know, if we parallel connection, the current from the inverter will share. That means if the current is 166 amp maximum, if we use two pieces of lithium battery 10 kilowatt hour, so we will share 166 amp to 83 each, 83 amp, 83 amp. So there will be no problem for each lithium battery. And for the connection, we give you some suggestion for the better protection, the lithium battery or the inverter. We suggest you to use of course, the air breaker, DC air breaker. For example, this one. This is the DC air breaker between the inverter and the lithium battery. Besides, if you want, because of the current through this air breaker is the DC current, right? The DC current. For the better safety protection, we suggest you to install one more fuse in the positive cable, between the positive cable. You can connect one more fuse. The fuse will be very simple, like this one. So once your current, for example, for this one, for example, this one, the fuse is 100 amp. That means once the current through this cable is over 100 amp, that means the fuse will be stopped. The current will be stopped. Will stop in this cable. So you can very good protection. Can protect your lithium battery and inverter so good, very well. So this will be the second protection of the system between the inverter and the lithium battery. Besides, if your installation is two pieces lithium battery in parallel, so you need to parallel two pieces lithium battery, right? Most of the installation, they just use the power cable of one. They just combine two power cable together, and actually that is not very safe for the connection. We suggest you to use the bus bars like this, our Bonjour Solar bus bars. We use the bus bars to parallel and combine the power cable together like this to share. If we use this kind of bus bars, that can share the current. So how to say, we can share all the current separately. So no difference. For example, if 100 amp, we share 50 amp, 50 amp, like this. That will be better and very safe for the connection. So sometimes for this kind of problem, why it causes this kind of problem? We think that first is the design of the calculation of the system. It was wrong because you use one pieces 8 kilowatt inverter to match one 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery. That is not enough. the design is a problem. The second is if you use a freeze, if you calculate so carefully and then you use the freeze, there will be no problem for the connection, low overcharge, overcurrent for the whole system, because your freeze and your breaker can protect your system very well, so carefully. So for our opinion, first, the calculation, the design of the system is just very important. Second, the accessory like the fuse, the air breaker, the bus bars, the wires, the accessory are also important to protect your safety of the whole system. So this is our solution, and then for our client. And finally, he solved the problem, and there is no any problem anymore, no problem anymore for the whole system. And finally, for the suggestion we give you to the match with the lithium battery and the inverter is, if your inverter is 5 kilowatt inverter, 5 kilowatt inverter, that means the maximum current will be about 100 amp. So one piece is 5 kilowatt inverter, you can connect with one piece is 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery. That will be no problem because the maximum current is 100 amp, right? So one 5 kilowatt inverter and one 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery, that will be no problem. And then if your inverter is 8 kilowatts, you can connect with one piece is 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery. That will be also no problem. And or you can use a one pieces 8 kilowatt inverter to connect two pieces 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery in parallel to share the current. That will be also fine for your system. So hope this kind of suggestion will be useful for you for your installation. And that's it. That's all for this Bonjour Solar channel course today. And thank you very much. And then hope we can share more information in the future in our Bonjour Solar channel.